there, I'm Melissa McKinnon, your CEO and founder of Facial 5. I'm coming to you today to talk about our step 3, our Rejuvenate, which is our anti-aging products. We have a lot of options depending on what needs you have, and I'm going to go over them briefly so that you can decide what to use on yourself and on your clients depending on your skin type and their skin type. So I'm going to start with my absolute favorite. This is the product I will not leave home without. So it's our quad peptide eye amazing serum. This product has 5 peptides in it. We call it quad because quin didn't sound as cool. But it is quin, it is 5, but we call it our quad peptide. And if you've seen before and afters on our Facebook page or our team page, then that is what this is from. This product has radical results and it will totally flatten out the under eye area. It literally is like putting a corset on your skin. And what's the cool thing is we have cumulative results too. So like I used to have a double bag under my eyes, like a 2-tiered bag, like a 1 bag and then a bag on top of it. And I am down to just like the one little puff that I wake up with in the morning. And it still flattens that out. But the best part is I've never gone back to that double bag look that I used to have, and it really aged me. I remember going out to eat with my son one time. I was meeting a bunch of friends for a brunch, a Sunday mimosa brunch, and my son's 22 and he's baby faced, and I had my glasses on and they thought like we were a couple when I walked in, and then they were trying to stop us because they thought we were underage, and I pulled my glasses up and I said, "What?" And I didn't understand. And the guy's like, "Oh, never mind." That's a terrible feeling. Never mind. I can tell you're old. You just keep going. So this product stops that from happening, which I really appreciate. And also, I want to show you, little goes a long way. So little tiny pump right here. Like literally, that is all you need for both eyes. What I would do is I'd take my ring finger. You always use your ring finger because it's the weakest in your hand and it won't pull at your eye as much as the other. And then kind of smooth it over like that, just so it's really thin. And then you're gonna kind of like tap it in, like little gentle sweeping motions, tap, tap, tap. I also kind of do this at the edges so that I kind of blend out. So I don't want there to be a demarcation. Like I don't want it to flatten this area out and it'd be flat and then have this puff after, right? So I kind of blend it at the edges. Great product. It's literally one of our top selling products. And when I go and I do a presentation, 5 out of 6 people will buy this. Even people who are like 22 will buy it for their mom. Like, oh, that'll help my mom, so forth. So, and then now I'm gonna move on to our other 2 eye serums. So this is great and it's radical, but it does take a little bit of a learning curve to learn how to apply it, and it can be a little bit powdery if you put too much on. So if you have a client who's kind of a no muss, no fuss, doesn't want to do anything that takes any kind of learning curve, you know the girls who tell you they don't even wash their face, then that may not be the product for them because it does take time to learn how to apply it. So I would suggest one of these 2. Let me tell you the benefits of these 2 products. And I'm showing them together because they do kind of have a sisterhood. They have some similarities, but they also have some differences. So I kind of, when I do a presentation, I kind of put one on one eye and one on the other because I don't know whose eyes are going to respond better to the ingredients. So vitamin C eye gel has obviously vitamin C. So vitamin C is a natural 6 SPF. That doesn't mean you don't need to use SPF. It just means it gives you added benefit. And we all know how hard it is to get SPF right up to our lash line. So it gives you a little extra protection against the sun in your most delicate area of your face, which is your eye tissue. And then it also has 2 peptides in it. Now peptides are cell communicators. They tell your body, well, they do 2 different things. There's 2 different kind of families of peptides. One is your collagen peptide that tells your body to speed up collagen production. And the other type is an inflammatory response peptide that tells your body to calm an inflammatory response called an interleukin, which could be puffiness. So we want to put both types of peptides in every product we have peptides in. So we have both types of peptides in our vitamin C eye gel. So that's a great product for somebody who doesn't want to go as strong as our quad peptide, but still needs some amazing results. I would say that about half of my people have a major response to this product. Now the other half of my people have a response to this one, our CoQ10 No More Puffy pen. I want to show you the bottom of this because it is locking. It's a locking mechanism. So you twist it one way and it can't push, and you twist it the other way and it can push. Because sometimes people get it and they think it's broken. It's not broken, it just locks so that it won't leak out in your purse. Now, this product has CoQ10, which has a function in every cell of your body. CoQ10 is basically an anti-inflammatory, and then it also has the two peptides, the two types of peptides that you need, which is the collagen peptides that tell your body, hey, produce more collagen, tighten that skin up. And then it has the anti-inflammatory peptides, which say, hey, calm that puffiness. Let's flatten out that area. So it has both types of peptides that you need to communicate with your cells, to tell your cells that, hey, I'm not done being cute. So, collagen drops when we hit about 35. We're pretty depleted of our collagen production. So it's good to have a little messenger go in there and tell your body, hey, I'm not done with this. Let's stay tight forever. Now I'm going to move on to my personal favorite of the skin serums. So this is for the rest of your face. We just covered our 3 eye products, and then this is for the rest of your face. So this is our Tighten Up Hyaluronic. It has immediate results. Like, you can feel your skin tightening. You can even, for me, I put it on before I put my quad peptide, because I put it under my eye and it kind of starts that pulling in, and then the quad just kind of puts a nail in that coffin and tightens up that eye. So I love this product because it's a really simple product. So it's got the hyaluronic acid in it. You may or may not know this, but hyaluronic acid actually, it's too big to be absorbed topically. So we produce it. We just produce less as we age. Again, something else we're fairly depleted of by the time we hit 35. What it does in our body is it pulls moisture from the underlayers of the dermal matrix to the surface. So it fills fine lines and wrinkles and just helps our skin look tighter and more youthful. Again, we get depleted of this. We slow our production as we age. We're almost at nil between 35 and 40. So we need to add it back into our skin. Here's the trick. That ingredient, so the molecule of hyaluronic acid, is actually too big to be absorbed topically. So you have to actually have a lower molecular weight. That's why the grocery store brand hyaluronic stuff doesn't do anything. It's not the right form, and it doesn't have drivers in it for you to absorb it. So we have the right molecular weight. It's a smaller molecule, so it can absorb. And then we have a food grade driver called MSM to drive it into your cells so that your body receives it and responds to it. And it is a simple product because it doesn't have peptides in it. So if you have somebody who's sensitive, a lot of times our sensitive people, their skin can get reactive when we have peptides and hyaluronic acid together, because both of those ingredients go in and they start doing things, right? They start working on our cells. And sensitive people's body doesn't know that that's okay, and sometimes their skin cells think that their skin is being attacked. It's not being attacked, but it's not recognizing what the peptides are trying to do. So because that can be irritating, this doesn't have the peptides, it just has the hyaluronic, and I have yet to find somebody whose skin does not like this product. Again, even people who tell me, oh, I have to make my skincare in my kitchen because I'm that sensitive. You can't make anti-aging in your kitchen because hyaluronic acid is not in a box or a blender. It has to be made in a lab. So this is sensitive enough for those hypersensitive people to utilize and love. Now, it does have a sister product, which is the peptide. This is our anti-aging peptide complex. So just like these two eye serums are kind of sisters and they have somewhat different functions depending on where your skin needs, these two facial serums are sort of sisters and they have different functions. Like Tighten Up Hyaluronic is super light. Our anti-aging peptide complex is heavier. It's not heavy, mind you, but it is heavier because it does have the peptides and the hyaluronic acid. So those are going to be super important active ingredients. So if you're not sensitive and you want to really fight aging, this is a great product for you. It also has a little bit of shea butter, which is, helps to calm the skin. So if the skin gets a little bit freaked out that you're using peptides and hyaluronic, that shea butter is anti-inflammatory and it does calm the skin and tell your skin, hey, it's okay. These peptides are good for you. Fabulous product, and these are great sister products. And this is better for somebody who's got drier, more mature skin, and this is better for somebody who's got oily skin because the texture is going to be something that they're looking for. So those with dry want something that feels more moisturizing. This is going to feel that way. And those who are oily want something light. They don't want to feel like there's heavy stuff on their skin. That's why I love this one, because I am an oily girl. Moving on. This is our neck and chest serum. It's got arnica, green tea, vitamin E, lemongrass, licorice root. It also has hyaluronic acid with the MSM, but it is a different formula. Because when you think about your face, we want our face to be plump and youthful, right? But we don't want our neck to be plump. We want our neck to be taut and tight. So it's a slightly different formula than you would use on your face. but targeted specifically for the neck and décolleté. So you would use it from your like your chin line here all the way down into the V for your cleavage. So because wrinkly boobs don't look cute on nobody, so we want to avoid that. Next, I'm going to talk about our clear skin willow bark. This is natural form of salicylic. Willow bark is naturally occurring salicylic acid, so it's less irritating. This is actually going to be a spot treatment for basically if you have a pimple, you could use it as a little spot treatment. Now, I wouldn't sleep in it. Like in our step 2s, I cover the tea tree mask where I would do a little spot treatment of that and leave it. But since it does have, this is a stronger formula, so this is a good daytime spot treatment. You don't want to put a big glob and sleep in it because it's aggressive, and it's made for people who are acneic. So it is not intended for people who are just oily and calling themselves acneic. To help calm the skin from the natural salicylic that's in it, we have added aloe and vitamin E. So those are nice kind of little healing while aggressively treating a pimple or blemish. Now I'm going to talk about our Diva Lash Serum. This is one of our top selling products. It's got a targeted lash and brow root peptide that is specifically made to tether that brow or lash follicle. So, and like I said, you can use it here or here. So what it does is it tethers it so it doesn't fall out. So most of the time when people have really short lashes, it's because their lashes are falling out before they grow to their full length. So by tethering that lash, it allows it to grow to its full length. I get asked on this one all the time, does it change your eye color? The first time I got asked that, I was like, I don't even know why you're asking me that. I'm so confused by that. So that's because a competitor of ours has something called Lash Boost. And Lash Boost was designed using the same ingredient that's in Latisse. Now that's a prescription strength ingredient that you need a pharmacist to go over, the vulnerabilities of using that product, what the dangers are, and you need a doctor to prescribe. But they had it in a product that just, average people on the street were selling, and they didn't know the warnings. And so they weren't warning people, and apparently some people's eye color changed. Now, I've never even met anybody who had their eye color changed, but there was a class action lawsuit, yada, yada, yada. And so people are scared of that. So I'm always like, no, this does not change your eye color. We are not secretly putting prescription strength ingredients in here. It is just a really good peptide to tether your lash root. And then we also have lactobacillus. Hopefully I said that right, which is a super restorative hair growth. It's a microbiome ingredient, and it just helps to stimulate hair growth. So basically lash food. So it's super healthy, not toxic, won't change your eye color, and then the cost is amazing. It's $45.95. Our competitors sell anywhere from $70 up to $150 for a serum that works as good as this one. So very cost effective. I sell this all the time. People add it on to their orders all the time. And one more little thing. Our volume in here is literally 4 times our competitors' volumes. Because like potato chip bags, you know how potato chip bags are the great big bags and only 25% of it's full? That's what everyone else is doing with this vial. That we all have the same size little bottle for it and the same little tiny brush to brush it on. But we fill ours up and they fill theirs like 25 to 30% up. So you get more product, less price, no toxic. Next, I'm going to talk about our Bright and Tight Daily Serum. This has a non-toxic food grade brightener called kojic acid, vitamin C, E, and B3, which are all known for their abilities to brighten uneven skin tone, and are antioxidants to help our skin act younger. Kojic acid itself is a bleaching agent. It's just a plant extract, nothing toxic about it. So this is for your daily serum. I know in step 2, I went over the red Bright and Tight Clay Mask. That's just a once or twice a week product. This, you're gonna back up that product by using this one daily. Super gentle product, really good ingredients, nothing toxic, nothing carcinogenic. You do not have to compromise brighter skin for carcinogens, believe me. So that's our step 3s. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you feel more confident with what you can recommend to your clients and what you can utilize for yourself. Thanks so much.